Howdy folks, and welcome to my 5,000 mile review of the held Titan Evo gloves. I've been using these gloves for the past 5,000 miles on all my rides, from quick trips around town all the way to long distance rides where I was on the bike for 14 hours during the day. And I've had these gloves in all kinds of weather conditions, from rain to sunshine, and from 38 degrees weather all the way to 100 degrees weather, and that's Fahrenheit. And I will tell you, these are fantastic gloves. I actually strongly recommend them. My experience with them has been absolutely spectacular. They have some core strengths. First core strength of them is comfort. This is a race glove. You all kinds of stuff on it. Titanium, knuckle protection, stingray, and sliders, and all kinds of stuff everywhere, and padding and stuff. And so you would think, you know what, might be a little bit uncomfortable. Quite the contrary. It is actually super, super comfortable. It's probably the most comfortable proper motorcycle gloves I've ever worn. And that really I can falls back on the fact that these are kangaroo. And so the leather is really thin, but it's supposed to be very abrasion resistant, very durable. It is very supple. It is really soft on the palm side. The feel that you get here is fantastic. It is your tactile ability for tactile control is just great. These gloves just break in so nicely. It's second skin, effectively speaking. So comfort is really a huge benefit. Obviously, the next huge benefit is protection. Luckily, I haven't had to try these out. But from all the reviews from people who have, these are absolutely outstanding, and I trust them. When you look at the materials and the craftsmanship on them, it's really good. The next thing is they are really well thought out. Couple of things that I think are pretty cool is from the protection side. There's actually padding right here in this portion of the glove, which is right where your forearm is at, so your wrist and your forearm. There's extra padding, so should you go down, you'll land on that side, you'll have some extra protection. I think that's pretty cool. On top of the slider that's here, to protect you in the impact and the slide, there's also additional padding to prevent any additional injury. So I think that is pretty cool. The other thing that's really practical, and I love this feature, is there's this little squeegee right here, this little screen cleaner, visor cleaner on your left-hand side. So if you're riding the bike and it rains, or there's fog, or somebody used the windshield wipers, or you have a bug that decides to commit suicide on your visor, you can just wipe it off, and it works great. Traditional gloves, you kind of smear things all over the place, and this is a proper rubber piece that lets you clean up that bug, or get rid of that water, or whatever might be on your visor interferes, and it works really well. So I think that's another great feature. The other thing that surprised me was the versatility of this product in terms of the temperature range. Like I mentioned, I've ridden this from 38 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't know how much that is, about 4 degrees Celsius or so, to all the way past 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is getting you up into the 40 degree Celsius range. And this glove was supremely comfortable. I think part of the reasoning is that this is kangaroo. It's really thin. It breathes really well, and so it allows you to operate in those temperature ranges. By the way, in the 30 degrees weather, I did use a liner, to help keep my hands a little warmer, or keep the wind from blowing through. But they didn't stiffen up. They were still very functional. And maybe I could have, if I wasn't going on the expressway 75 miles an hour, I would have probably maybe even done it without the liner. But in the summertime in particular, I was really surprised of how well these breathe, and particularly because not only does the skin breathe overall, but these little holes that you see right here in the fingers, on the inside of the fingers, are really functional. Like when you're riding along, you just spread your fingers out, and yeah, there's a lot of airflow that comes through there. There's some breathability right here over the knuckle protector that helps. There's some perforation right here, right in the wrist area. You see it even right there, right around your wrist, and right here. That really helps. So super comfortable glove. Now the glove's not perfect. And so they want to point out a few things with it that you should be aware if you decide to buy this. By the way, the Titan Evo right here has been discontinued by Held. You can still get them on some online retailers discounted, and I strongly recommend that you go check that out and see if you can procure some. Or you spring potentially for the Titan RR, which is the new model. Which, based on purely my experience with the Titan Evo, I'll probably wholeheartedly recommend, because this is such a great glove that the next iteration of this just has to be better. And so that thing is something you should seriously consider if you're in the market for a really high-end glove. You really want to take care of your hands. Well, anyway, so let's talk about the drawbacks. So there's a few that I've seen. So number one, the closing mechanism. You have this little guy, and you have this little guy, which is very good, very sturdy, holds well. But this little dude sometimes does this deal. I don't know if I can simulate this here. Well, now it doesn't want to do it. But sometimes this little buckle there twists. And so it doesn't look as nice when it's secure. So let's try this one more time. Can get it to twist. Every once in a while it happens. Just wanted to bring it to y'all's awareness. Deal breaker? No. Does it destroy anything? No. Is it uncomfortable? No. But it just looks goofy. And for some reason it only happens on the right hand side. Like I said, it only happens every once in a while, and on this recording unfortunately it didn't. Second issue that I see, which is actually was a plus on the protection side, right? This padding right here. Well, I wear this glove with my race suit, and I have a Dainese Laguna Seca 4 race suit, which I'll be reviewing as well, and you should be able to catch this on this channel. And that one has level 2, level 2 protection in the elbow and forearm that runs quite a ways down. So this padding and that protection actually interferes with each other a little bit if I don't line them up just right. Which causes the glove to get pushed forward like this on my hand if I don't line them up just right. So this is just something to be aware of. If you're wearing a suit that has protection that really runs far down, then this might be an issue right here. And you want to make sure that when you put them on, you line them just right, and then it's no longer a problem. The next thing is, and you probably, if you're looking, oh look, check this out, it actually just did it now. See how that little buckle thingy twists rather than being straight? That's what I was talking about. All right, another thing that you've probably already seen if you're reviewing this glove, and you've read some other reviews, is the finger length. And so this glove is an 8.5. My hand is probably closer to an 8 in retrospect. When I bought this, I was a little heavier, so I erred on the side of 8.5, and I knew that the fingers were going to be a little bit long. I should have probably gone with an 8. But nonetheless, let me tell you what we're talking about on the finger length. So, on this finger, length is actually perfect. I mean, it is not stretched, but it's right to the tip. It's fantastic. On this finger, maybe it's a millimeter too long, but almost perfect. On this guy right here, whoops, now we start already having about half a centimeter of too much length. And on this guy, it's even maybe more, maybe almost 2 centimeters, maybe a centimeter and a half. That is too long. And then what you'll see on other reviews is, hey, the thumb is too long. Yep, it is too long. That's another centimeter and a half or so where it's too long. So this is kind of weird. I mean, everybody obviously has a different hand. Every single human being has a different hand. So you cannot have a perfect glove unless it's really tailor-made for you. But having this difference where this finger is perfect and this finger are off by a centimeter and a half, it's actually quite a bit of difference. And I don't think my hands are all that abnormal. And so that's something to be aware of. If you are really picky about having every single finger super exact, then it might be tougher to find something in the Held Titan Evo that fits you just right. So you might want to have to play with a size chart or work with a retailer where you can return the glove no problem, and they sell you a different size, and you can find the one that works best for you. And then the other thing, I think this is a minor gripe, and you probably can see after 5,000 miles, you see little strings here and there kind of popping up, but these are non-material seams, at least the way when I look at them. I don't see any seam stretching, anything like that. Everything is still holding together really, really well. I guess this is just little strings that are popping up, so not really a big concern. And I didn't bother to cut them off, to make them look super aesthetically super appealing. They are gloves to be used on the road. I use them on the road. I really don't care as long as they work. And man, these things work. And so with that being said, I would like to wholeheartedly recommend the Held Titan Evo. If you can still catch it at the time of recording, I think they're running around about $200. Depending where you buy them, it's a steal. I mean, I highly recommend them. The Titan RRs, I think, are ranging somewhere around $400, It's a steep price tag, but you know what? With my experience on these, if I was in the market to buy another set of gloves, I would not hesitate to drop that money. I mean, the quality on the Titan Evos is great, and I'm sure that the Titan R, takes it to the next level. So, yeah, I strongly recommend them. I've been really impressed. These are my first held gloves, my first kangaroo gloves. Super comfortable, break in really nicely. I mean, second skin, good quality. Yeah, it's a race glove. Yeah, you're gonna have to work your way out of it a little bit, but man, the protection's worth it. The comfort when they're on your hands is worth it. All day riding, not a problem. Good ventilation. That's a complete package. Wholeheartedly recommend them. If you want to check those out, there's various colorways. There's a link in the description below that takes you to a retailer's website where you can take a look at the different colors and sizes. If you have any additional questions or comments, please put those below as well in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear from you all. I'll be glad to respond to any questions you might have. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to get more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. And I hope I can bring more value to you all down the road as well. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching.